Well, salutations, my good people. Back at it again. Another day, another go. It's been an interesting couple of days. Unfortunately, things just haven't worked out for me the way that I wanted to this past week, and I have been off as a result of it. But now, we're back at this. Ready to go hog wild again. And see how life ends up going. So, we have Newcastle now. An incredibly strong team. With some underperforming players. Better. Yeah, I'm better doing that. So on some of these options, we're getting there. So Boslite just is the best option to put there. But with that being said, there are a couple of these cases where it's hard to know. A couple of nice, yet to be developed youths that we will work with now and see how we can end up doing. I think it's better to do this because Szoboszlai is still pissy. Alternatively, we put Alexis back here and put João up into the middle. I guess for now we go with this and see how we end up doing with a small little display here. Should be good. Thankfully, everyone is in good moods. Roused as well, which is a brilliant thing. Still need to wait for them to get properly used to this. Even though we're a season in, they're still not properly used to this formation. Now we can still get back up. We've been inconsistent the last wee while, but we can still get back up if we're lucky. So let's see how we do. This is an important game for us. We kind of badly need to get a win out of this one. So let's hope that we do. We have the talent, if they don't screw it up. So we're playing, we're forceful, we're good. A shot from far is still dangerous, but it's something, you know. I don't like seeing shots from far because they very rarely end up working. But so far we've contained Newcastle and have been the better team. Ooh, scheiße. Do that for now. I was wondering what was being shown there. Joys of not paying attention. Yeah, so it's half time now, but just give us a second. So we've been playing better than Newcastle. Still shite, mind you. But we've been playing better than them. Of course, we have an instance there of a player playing bad. Salvatore in particular. So we're going to need to keep an eye on that because depending on things end up going, we may need to take Salvatore off. Or move him. Okay, so we'll do that. We don't have a... well... We'll go with those changes for now. I don't like Zhao being on a yellow, but I don't want to make the Alexis sub yet. Problem with Newcastle having Kobel is such a good goalkeeper. Gomez. And it had to be Curtis Jones. Had to be the buck we sold to them, didn't it? First chance to get to. Astonishing that. Our former player ends up getting the goal on us. Fine. I mean, this is just going to be a showcase of everyone playing shite, unfortunately. Oh, fuck off. Just rightfully fuck off with that one. Not only are they playing crap, we got 2 injuries. And one of them happened the second the fool's foot touched the pitch. And what's even more annoying about that is the goal that they scored, the one goal that they ended up scoring, is the player I sold to them. Disasters. Becker's having a good game now. He played crap earlier on, but like, I don't know. Of course, we're not going to see them make a mistake either, like some other players have ended up some other teams have ended up making. If anything, they're just going to cut through us like a knife through butter. I mean, you can hope that maybe we're a man down, so not really, but you can hope that maybe something will end up happening. Like, we've lost the center of the pitch anyway, so try this. Ah. This was a game we needed. This was a game we needed, and the downed fucking tools. 2 injuries and then 4 or 5 players just down in fucking tools. Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Bonkers. Another long-term injury for Darwin Nunez. And a long-term injury for Alexis. Well, then play better, you useless bastard. I mean, that type of question annoys me. Because I wouldn't mind if the game, like, I can't take him off. He started playing shite after He started playing crap after I had all my subs done. So like that's the reason why that type of statement annoys me more than anything else. Site for the time being. Maybe they might stop being arses and accept that. I mean, very little you can do about it until some of these players actually start playing, you know? I'm guessing it's because he can't play first for a bit, so keep him down there and see how things end up going. Same with a few of these. Ooh, you, yeah. Need a bid in for you. I mean, Joshua's interesting, but he's just, like, he's 1.2 million euro a week. He's not worth it. Yeah, of course, you're going to try and do some business. As much as you can, anyway. Ooh, so we can get Vanderson. I mean, it's one of my weak points, that particular position. Trent and Gomez are both 30 and 31 and 30 respectively. So it just is the right move. So let's try this again. Try that and see. It's a lot of money for him, but he's a young, good defender. It might be time to say no. As annoying as that is. Burnley's our next game anyways, so we should do well against them. Or Bournemouth, not Burnley. Pardon it anyway, I suppose. Okay, well, let's continue on for now and see how things go. That is a lot of money for Silva. And that's a lot of money I'm going to reject. Doesn't do anything for me to accept that. Why would I do that? Ooh, so we have a 23-year-old here who is worse than most of the options that I actually have for this and has been with a lot of clubs. God, if you keep going, I'm going to eventually have to say yes. I could go and I could get the kid from AZ with this type of money, but no, I'm going to continue to say no. See, with Mike Barry, it might be good to keep him around too, considering Zhao is what word am I looking for? The only one we really have there. Like, I know Alistair can do it as well, but he's just after getting injured, so... God, these guys are still up in the ante on this. I mean, I'm not going to tell you anyway, so... Bunch of stupid questions. Even if it didn't, like, there's just a bunch of really stupid questions, because, like, why even ask those? That's a hard one. That's a very hard one. It's an astonishingly good offer. I mean, I didn't even take that into consideration, but at the same point in time... Oh yeah, they got him for 40 million. Couple of these are interesting. Nothing's going to come from them, but they're interesting all the same. Good thing I got Van der Zillion, however you want to pronounce him. I mean, if they come back with the garden whopper of a bid, like, again, then we'll see. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Yeah, go away. I mean, we don't have a replacement for Alisson, and their goalkeeping market is very scarce at the moment. For anyone, even slightly within the barrier of it. Not a chance, but yours will be cheeky. Anyway, get through this window. Let's see how it goes. Well, they're not coming back in for him. Chelsea are they're signing a decent young talent there. Doesn't matter anyway, I can't afford him. That's the end of this window, much to the chagrin of everybody. It does not look like there's going to be any surprises. Yeah. Vanderson is the biggest surprise. I don't know. So we have another game to end up going into. So let's see how things end up going. So Bournemouth is the next one. These are two big games, and two games we should end up winning. Number of players playing remarkably bad. Ooh, big bite by Bayern. He's a good fucking player. Is he worth that big of a bite? Maybe. Maybe. It's hard to say that he's not. It's very hard to say that he's not worth that big of a bite. Does he make another one? Oh, the joy. So we're missing out on this release clause because the game's fucking shite. I can't do anything. I have too many foreigners signed. I think it's horse manure, that foreigner rule, but... There ain't really much you can do about it now, just to continue on trying your best, see where she goes. He's not getting that yet. Fine, fuck it. He's 26. Might as well get it out of the way. Really? That annoyed at the fact of having an option extension added to it. Okay. So... we have guns a-blazing around us. United are on our arse, and we're close to the top 4 position. We're on 42. Top 4 has 2 games ahead of us and is on 47. Now, with that being said, Arsenal are there with 1 point more than us in 1 game ahead of us. So that's where the Newcastle game became a problem for us. But we'll worry about that as we come across it. So for now, I'll just continue on. Tottenham lost to Burnley, because of course they did. And United lost to Newcastle, interesting. And Arsenal are going up into 4th. It's nice that they are actually using him, and that we're going to get the 70 million quid in one more appearance. It is insanely annoying that that worked against me, though. Yeah, so this will be interesting. What type of team do we go for? Gomez on the bench anyway. We have a big game coming up soon as well, so I think... we swap them out. And then we put Carlos there. We keep João Neves on. And we forget about the fact that he's being a pissy bitch, and we put him on. And then go with Lewis over there and hope that that works. It's really our best option. And we'll give that a go when I come right back. So I'll chat to you in a moment. You know, it's wonderful when you start to feel illness or anything of the like start to come in. I have a bit of a throat soreness, and I think I'm getting another cold. The reason why I wasn't streaming before this is because I had a cold. So we'll see how things end up going. Luck might be hitting me wrong twice. But I think for now we go with this. Against Bournemouth, it seems to be the best team. Well, maybe not. O'Connor might be the wrong move, other than Allison, but... Allison didn't have a great game in the game before this. Okay, so let's see. We have an okay squad. The only player they have of real worry, they have Robert Sanchez, okay, good goalkeeper. They have Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Mitrovic is okay at scoring goals. And Lewis Cook, we had him at Palace. Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, fair enough. Thinking of a different Lewis. Oh my god, I mean... I don't know if that's just a picture-perfect corner or that's just sloppiness from us. Probably both. Nice goal from Marcos, though. Get us straight back into it. Because we need to. This is a game we can't even question not winning. Okay. Romero to Luca. Luca to Marcos. Oh, Szoboszlai. Ugh, need to do better than that. Robert Sanchez seems to be having a game of his life too, because of course he is. Not too bad by O'Connor. Can we get another goal? No, not like that, unfortunately. But we can like that. And it's good when Akeem Williams ends up doing something like that. Ooh. Oh, that could have been Vanderson's first contribution to a goal. Ooh. Keep up the pressure anyway. Because only having a 1-goal lead is worrisome. Not too bad. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And another firecracker of a goal. Now, if only we had this type of striking force and power when we're going up against Castle. Ooh, and Salvatore gets his goal. Nice. Considering Nunez is off injured for a bit, this might be the role that Salvatore plays for a while, so good to see that he's able to do something in it. It's a boss like good. We came into this half very well. We didn't start it good, but we came into it very well. Everyone seems to be playing good, which is good as well. We're doing well up until the 60th minute. There's no need to do a sub yet. We will end up taking off Jow in a bit. I say as they end up scoring another one. Yeah, we'll put Mike Barry on there. We'll take off Szoboszlai and Diaz. Let's see how that does. You shouldn't be able to play it through too well. The one good thing is we still have some subs in case things go horribly wrong, but like it would take a lot for them to get the 3 goals that they need. A lot of screwing up and a lot of defensive ill discipline. Are you shitting me? So annoying. Wasn't even that strong of a hit. I don't know if it count. I don't know if it was strong enough to count towards what they're given. Do that and then. Yeah, I have to do the left back sub as well. Seven minutes of added time, so the hope is that we can keep this going, keep at where we are, and in the 7 minutes all is good. Happened again. This is bonkers. The injuries are bonkers. At least it happened at the end of the game this time. We didn't have too big of a break where we were on our own, but like another injury. Days, yeah, fair enough. I mean, he got sent off, so yeah. But everything seems grand. We got the win that we needed, which was a big factor. Now, Bristol are technically on paper harder than Bournemouth. But we'll see too when we end up going through. Yeah, it's too much money, unfortunately. With the 40% of the budget being siphoned away, there's not really much I can do. But just continue on now and see how things continue to go from here. Yeah, nothing of note there, thankfully. Let's just continue on now, see how she continues to go. Another quick scammy through the shortlist, see if there's anyone of any value. I mean, he is a value, but not for 90 million quid, he's not. Like, it's a similar situation to where what happened here with Archie Gray. I kind of want West Ham to go down so I can get two of their players pissed cheap. Ooh, yeah, you. Wonder if you're any good in the roles that I actually need you for, which is this. I mean, you're not bad in them. You are not bad in them. You're 24, so I'll never actually use you. You seem to be too low down on the actual, you know, favorability factors. So we'll see. Ooh, we have an ad coming on now in a minute, so I just need to get that all ready for whenever we need that to end up going. But we'll see how things end up going now in a second. Why does it think Gomez? We'll see. Maybe. Respect them, the win over Chelsea. Well, you can win against anyone in this league, but that doesn't mean you should respect them for it, because you don't know how bad Chelsea were. Yes, we'll have to, unfortunately. We'll have to do some level of rotation, because otherwise people will get too tired, which was one of the reasons why we had a weaker defense than we should have had in the previous game. And there we go, the ad is on. Yeah, different one. There we go. Let me just wait for the ad to finish up there. So yeah, been an interesting week. We'll continue on to see how things continue to go from here. Hopefully. Well, again, the goal in this is to get back into the Champions League, so get top 4. Now, the actual goal they've given to us, I believe, is Europa League football. Okay, I don't know. I don't see it there. Anyway, I am almost 99% sure that it is get Europa League football. So we'll continue on with the way that we are and hope that we eventually end up getting it. We're okay in terms of our strides, but we do need to do better. We do need to do better. So hopefully now, with these next 2 matches, we can end up getting victories out of them that will lead us closer to the promised land of being top 4. Now, this will be interesting because there's a couple of eggs we won't be able to use. We'll use Jorginho anyway. Go back to Kanate. Mike Barry is now injured again, which means Vega is one of the alternative options for João, but we keep João there. How did Carlos get injured again? Yeah, I didn't even notice that he got injured again. So, Guindo. Yeah, Guindo. Shit. Do we have a replacement left back? Kinda. Kinda. We'll keep you there for now, considering we don't really have a choice. But yeah. This is a game where these guys need to get up their sharpness. So probably Vega. And then we go with that front line there. And hope that that works good enough. It should, but hope that that works good enough. Oh, Marcos. Shit. Well, screwy a duck. So we're going without Marcos. Screwy a duck on that one. Bonkers. He's still probably a good option to keep down there. Ooh. Benny! How are things? Yes, it's been one hell of a week, hasn't it? Yeah, Pep whinging and crying, I just want my players back, is beautiful to see. It's always wonderful, that. How's your week been treating you since I've been off sick? Yeah, it is interesting that they managed to find a way to get Miami out, because Miami have been pretty much like get them in any way you can. Really? Oh, that's unfortunate to hear. I don't really have any family members that are in that spirit of Christmas yet. I have a couple of nieces that are almost there, but they're still a little bit too young. So for me, it's just the regular festivities of Christmas. There's no real grandness or spark or anything like that to it, unfortunately. So I just go one day at a time and enjoy it. But I've been getting better. I still feel a little bad on the throat, but it's just been I've been sick the last couple of days, so it's the reason why I haven't streamed since last week, unfortunately. So I don't suspect tonight's stream will be a long one, just so I get back into the groove of things. But I am off work now for the Christmas period of time, so I'll be free to do more streaming and potentially longer ones depending on how things end up going, or sporadically spreading them apart, doing multiple different types of streams throughout the day. So we'll see what ends up happening. But for now, I am just barreling into this, seeing what we can end up doing with Liverpool. Not having the beautiful luck that one slot is currently having. But you do what you can with what you have. It was an interesting week this week in terms of the football. It's fascinating to me watching not even Pep go bonkers, but Tottenham go prime Barcelona is even more beautiful, to be honest. I have no love for Tottenham, but I love that they're able to wallop fucking City. Really the first game of the new era of my set of plonkers. United going there. And, it's the first game in a new system. You need to unlearn some habits that you have from the old one. But I will say, they didn't look particularly good now, did they? If you did manage to end up taking a gawk at the fools. And trust me when I say I couldn't blame you if you didn't. But we are in the phase now of more Champions League and Europa League football as well. I mean, like, there was a couple of games there tonight, wasn't there? Let's have a gawk. Yeah, like Atletico Madrid having a 6-0 victory over Sparta Prague would be expected. AC Milan barely bringing out Slovan Bratislava is quite surprising. And Arsenal lucky to have gone up against a Sporting without Amrin, and a Sporting without Amrin getting walloped 5-1. It's interesting as well. Unfortunate for them. Interesting too that they're still playing their same formation, Sporting, even though Amrin is gone. I wonder if the new manager will be one that they're going to ask to use that formation. Oh shit, sorry. Yeah, in all ends. In all ends, yeah. We'll see what ends up happening too, because there's still some players that need to end up coming back for United. Like, this formation is designed for Mason Mount. If he can get fit, this is his formation. It's fucking designed for him. So we just hope that he actually ends up, performing. Alongside that, Lenny Yoro coming back could be a fantastic boon for us. And, we got a bit out of Luke Shaw, so who the fuck knows with him. Mainu's yet to be given a proper showcase of himself, but I do feel a bit sorry for the likes of Garnacho, who's always been kind of a wing-orientated person and isn't being put at the wing-back. He's being put as a centre offensive midfielder. It is the right spot to put him. I think it's better to put him more attacking than defending, and those wing-backs are both, but they're more defending than attacking. It's why, although he done a good job in it, I think Ahmad is better as a 10 than a wing back. But we'll see what ends up happening. God, these poor bastards cannot score. But I will say, even tonight, Pep having a 3-0 lead against Feyenoord and finishing that game 3-3 is a showcase of where things are falling for Pep. And it might have just started to hit him wrong. Oh, Bree20, thank you so much for the follow. And thank you so much for the message. How are things? Pleasure to have you. So we have Vega playing bad, Jorginho playing bad, and João playing bad. Yes. Yes, interesting. One hell of a comeback, I'll give them that. 15 minutes to remember. 15 minutes plus to remember. We have to make some subs here. Gonzalez. Bosley. And Mickle. I'll go with that for now. Hope that it does something. Yeah! Not too bad. But, in the Eredivisie, where are you in the league at the moment? You're not... Feyenoord aren't that high up. They're something like 4th, aren't they? It hasn't been a great season for Feyenoord. So, getting something out of City is quite a nice, yet surprising result for you, all the same. Yeah. And that's not even a... Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, these useless assholes. Anyway, yeah, but hey, if things keep going the way that they are for Pep, I mean, you have to start considering stuff. This is his longest lost run since he's joined them. A period of time without a win, and for a top 6 side, you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it. But for a top 6 side, his form at the moment is sackable form. So you'd still give him enough rope, especially with what he's had. But he's in sackable form. Oh, Mickle. Well, I mean, yeah, the Eredivisie doesn't mean much, unfortunately. But, you know, it still can't be underestimated. Oh, Canate! Oh, it's going to be one of those games where I lose even though we've plenty of fucking chances, isn't it? Bet you this isn't going to fucking count either. Oh, it did. Thank God. Okay, no, my luck, someone will get injured, but what can I do? I need to. Yeah, and Bayern Leverkusen had a great display today against Red Bull Salzburg as well. So, a couple of nice little displays. But yeah, are PSV in any Europe competitions this year? I haven't been following them, so I haven't a clue, to be honest. Come on, guys, can we get the win out of this, because we kind of need it. Nice. Hopefully that counted. These have counted. Yes. Okay. Cool. So we just scraped a win out of this one. Scraped it by the hair of our chinny chin chins. We probably didn't deserve it either. Oh, PSV are in the Champions League. Okay, interesting. Okay. Yeah, we probably didn't deserve that. But we scraped it out anyway, so a win is a win. Injuries are starting to cripple us a bit. And bad performances are starting to hit us a bit nervy. But we're back up into the 4th position for now. That'll only be temporary because Arsenal will wallop ahead of us again in a bit. But we're still tight within the range, and with 12 games left, you know, you'd be hoping that things end up going good. And like our goal this season is only to get Europa League football, so to get Europe. Now, with that being said, of course, we want to get Champions League football, but you know, you go with what you can get until you're able to develop good enough to get everything else. So, Bree, who would your normal team to support be? Oh, okay. West Ham next. They've 1 or 2 interesting losses in their cubby, so we'll see how things end up going from here. Oh, fuck. Anyway, I don't actually care about that too much. Because I don't actually care about the international job. I just took the international job because I've never done it before. And I figured it'd be fun to play around with it. You didn't... Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You're the one that wanted the contract. I don't need to give it to you. I think you still have another, year and a bit. Sometimes agents in this game are the most finicky pains in the arses that you'll ever have to deal with. Hopefully that'll help us a bit, keeping the positivity up, keeping people in good spirits. Because it is one of the annoying things about this game that for like, it is pretty much morale simulator, the game. Like, if they're pissed off, they'll just stop listening to you and make your life an absolute living hell. Don't know if you've ever found that yourself, Benny or Bree, when you're playing this, that it does that. It is disastrously annoying. It makes you hate when anyone gets pissy. God, Chelsea took Arsenal after Arsenal having a 2-0 lead. Oh, that's infuriating for them. Evan Ferguson with a 1, 2, 3, 4 goal display. Oh, Villa took us. I expected it to be Arsenal, but Villa ended up taking us there. Ah, they signed him from Chelsea. Interesting. I mean, he can be a good player. He just hasn't really been. I don't particularly like when you end up having returning players come up to you, because maybe it's just my incredible bad luck, but whenever I end up facing off against a former player, be it in any position other than the goalkeeper, oftentimes they'll end up scoring against me. They'll even end up doing it as a defender. I mean, you could have them on the bench and never come off the pitch and they'd almost score. You know, it's one of those situations. So, we'll see what ends up happening. McAllister's still injured, kinda. He's not 100% fit, so he won't, more than likely won't be playing in this game. Ooh, Palace wallop City walloped Palace. Still, if I can get you, I want you. You're such a good player to end up having in so many different formations. But the fact that you're 79 million quid is just too expensive at the moment. Yeah, but look at what you're bloody worth. I mean, like, you can't get you for anything good. I mean, that's not too bad, considering the release clause was 38 million and he's lost that. Yeah, I'll never end up going for Dan Helio. Marcos Polo, nope. Nope. And I have no idea who the hell you are, but no. Caesar, however, I mean, it's hard not to go for Caesar when you look at these stats. Like, he's a bit bonkers in most things. Like, my big problem is I'd be playing him back here as a roaming playmaker, which just isn't his position. Even though he has a load of really good attributes for it, it just isn't his position. He needs to get more comfortable with it. And it takes quite a long time to retrain someone to have full comfortability in a role like that. So we'll wait and we'll see. So we've got Anthony Silva. It's still annoying that they don't have a good partnership. James, I think it might be time to give them more time to actually develop it. Carlos, who gives a fuck? To be honest, who gives a fuck? Neves. I mean, yes, we probably do keep Neves in that role. Jorginho, he didn't play great in the last game, and now we have Hakim back. I think we stick with Salvatore up there, with Hakim there, and Marcos up front like that. Keep Diaz, but we get rid of Vega because Vega's just had a complete shitstorm. There's no sugarcoating it. He just had a shitstorm in his last game. And we try Mike. And I think this is the team we go with. It's arguably close to my strongest team. So against 12th in the division, it's probably a bit much. However, with that being said, sometimes you need to go much. And this is one of those times, because we need the results. The guys around us are a bit too tight. Every result matters when we're going for the top 4 here, considering we have been, as it says there, inconsistent. Now again, they have some really ball-bustingly good players. This is the Lewis that I ended up having, Lewis Hall. Archie Gray is just always a good player. They actually are playing Konstantinos, who is one of our previous players, and Rooney has always been a thorn in my backside whenever we faced against him. Although I will say that's an interesting kettle of fish. Also, a really funny conversation. I'd love to have Linus in the chat now at the moment, or someone that's a Chelsea fan, because what the hell are you thinking when it comes down to him? Especially considering you're more than likely guaranteed to have to take him. Like, mandatory clauses in loans is interesting to me. And weird that they're allowed. Because you never know what's going to go wrong with the actual finances of the club or anything like that. Oh, come on. Oh, that's disgusting. Like, where's the defenders on that? That's absolutely disgusting. We won't have the same joy now. Ugh. Yeah, it's dangerous because it's more than likely that they're going to end up scoring again. Which is the dangerous thing about all of this. And Vanderson just... You can see the potential in him even though he's 27, but like, it's just... He doesn't seem all there. How the hell is that not a penalty? Nadari was bonkered on his ass. Corner at least. But still, like... Oh, Neves. Oh, that should have been a goal right there. Oh, this is another case of where this is happening, where we have so many opportunities on the goal, but none of them are being taken. And then a double whammy of blocks. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Like, we just shouldn't be we shouldn't be losing at the moment. Like, it should be at least 1-1. Anyway, we have an ad going at the moment, and I just have 1 or 2 things that I need to do whilst it is going ahead. So I will put myself on mute and do them, and I'll be back as soon as I can. And thankfully, we are back. Joys of that. It didn't take too long. Although looking at these stats are depressing, to say the least. I mean... what changes do we end up making? It's hard to bloody know. Salvatore probably, but I mean, we've been getting there. It's just we haven't been able to capitalize on it. Everything's been a bit meh. Let's hope that we can get something out of that team talk. And no, we're not if we're going to do that immediately. Diaz should be quicker. Now we need to pivot quick on this. If things continue to go bad, we need to pivot. There's some really odd passes there. Why would you take that shot, Marcos? Oh, god damn it. Fine. Okay, make some swaps. I mean, like, it matters for most of this crap. Hope that these changes might do something. Unfortunately, for most of them, it's unlikely. shots like that. I mean, Jesus. I was looking at the championship results there, and it's quite interesting to see that Norwich City walloped Plymouth Argyle 10 ways to Sunday. Jesus Christ, guys. God, we can't do corners for shite, can we? No, not for anything in their fucking beans. And Zaboslai should have been able to knock that in. Ah. I wouldn't mind, too. This was a strong team. I didn't play a weak team against them. I mean, that's just luck. We'll probably fuck it up, too, but no, supposedly. Can we come back and end up getting the winner? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we're at 2.9 XG to their 0.65, so we fucking deserve it, but, like, I doubt it. Oh my god. Oh my god! Well, that's what I get for being a pessimistic Nelly. Holy fuck. Oh, that is... Oh, if I was West Ham. Oh, that bites. That bites. Extremely bad, that bites. Oh. Oh, poor bastards. Just poor bastards. That bites. I mean, we deserve it. We do deserve it, but that just bites. Ooh. And still had a load of people that played shite. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating that that's the case. Ooh. I would attempt to pronounce that, but I think I might butcher it. So let's have a go. Albanacha Gaming. Oh, there's no A. And Albanach Gaming. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see how things end up going. It depends on how I'm feeling more than anything else. I think at least another... Maybe at least another hour or two. It depends on how I'm feeling. I'm just coming back from being a bit off, so we'll see. But for now, all's going well. And, oh, well, happy out. I'm guessing raid, is it? Well, thank you so much for that. I don't have anything custom for that, but if you're willing to do it, I appreciate it beyond compare. Thank you so much. I mean, he deserves it if he plays well, which he has been, to be fair to him. So we have Burnley next, which will be an interesting kettle of fish because it's bloody Burnley. Arsenal are still there behind us on the wing. Now, the fact that they have 3 games in hand typically means they're still in all of the competitions. Well, not too bad. Well, thanks for the warning if they do come this way. And if they don't, it's a pleasure to have you for the time being anyway, if you're willing to just stay and enjoy it. I'm up for the conversation. I'm up for the crack at any particular point in time. Let's attack it together and just enjoy the night. Real life, where is he? Sunderland. Interesting. Anyway, for the time being, let's continue on with the preparation for the next game. That is the second game in a row where we have underplayed, where we have tried to get where we've been down and have been almost out, but have come back to do well, and it's good to have the XG to do it. But like, it is a showcase that we probably need to do more. It doesn't help that an awful lot of players are still angry. God. So Bournemouth are in the Carabao Cup versus... Oh! Oh my God! Well, thank you so much, B. Richie. Thank you so much for the raid. That's massive. How's all with ye? How's your night been treating you? I think this might be the most amount of people I've ever had in the chat, so I appreciate all of you for coming. Attack the crack with me tonight. Do the raid. Ooh, damn, hit the mic. Sorry. But thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it more than you know. So, what type of stream were you doing yourselves before you ended up popping over here? Ooh, that's interesting. And good for us. Good for us to have one less tail on our arse. Why do we want to know that? Yeah, good. So he's been playing more sense that, which is really nice. B. Richie, how are you? A Fassenberg Scottish Highland. Not too bad. So I'm guessing they're down in one of the. Sometimes I love Twitch. Sometimes I love this platform, and all the people end up coming, and then that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. It wouldn't happen if I wanted it to. That's beautiful. I apologize so much for crashing there. I hope some people ended up staying into it. I wait a couple of moments to ensure if people are able to get back into it, and then I'll answer you there, Richie. Happy out. My apologies for that. I'm guessing Twitch got excited at the fact that for the first time I ended up cracking over 100 viewers. So, I'll explain the story of this particular run. So, I began unemployed. Sorry, no. If I'm going to explain it, I need to explain it properly. So, give me one moment. So, I began this particular story unemployed, and then I went to the Bundesliga 2 and joined HSV, where I failed horribly, but I failed upwards, and I managed to get a job with Crystal Palace when they sacked it's Hodgson, isn't it? Hodgson's the current Crystal Palace manager. Anyway, the current Crystal Palace manager got sacked. Now, unfortunately, I got royally screwed in my attempts to keep Palace up into the Premier League. And I, unfortunately, relegated the poor bastards. Then I went down to the Championship. And in my first season in the Championship, I done fantastic. I was in position to win the Championship. And was doing fantastic the whole way through. And then a collection of draws put me into the playoffs of the Championships, where Norwich City, the rat bastards, managed to defeat me with a bullshit penalty. So we stayed in the Championship for a second season, where we ended up winning the Championship with 107 points, with West Ham on our asses with 107 points. That ended up getting us to our 5th season. And in the 5th season, we went back up to the Premier League. And we stayed with Crystal Palace for half of the 5th season, until Vincent Kompany decimated Liverpool 10 ways to Sunday. And I ended up coming into Liverpool. A shite Liverpool team that is grumpy and will never listen to me and don't have continental football, so are whinging their head off. So now I'm trying to rebuild the Giants. And I am now in season 6, trying to do well with Liverpool. We are doing grand. We have been inconsistent, but we are in the top 4 race. And, you know, that's better than where we were. And as things stand, we are now, you know, doing okay. We still have hunts on us. And we'll see how we end up doing. But that's fundamentally the story of where we are at the moment. It's been a bit of crack. We've had a load of really good players. Now, the big thing is, and what makes it kind of sad that I ended up doing it, as you can see, the Palace team that I created wasn't exactly bad, because I left them and they've continued to go up. So like, they have a couple of really strong players that I've managed to keep and I managed to get them. And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how they end up doing. But we are ahead of them at the moment, so at least I'm doing that. And I've managed to do the one thing that most managers end up doing. I've managed to avoid buying any of my old players so far. Some of these questions always bother me because, like, it doesn't matter what I say to this. They're going to turn around and say that I'm being patronizing to them or that I'm trying to start a fight. And if you go no comment, they're going to whinge and ask for an actual answer, typically. So, you know. It always bothers me a bit, that. Oops. Okay, let's give us a second. So we are on advertisements now. So while the advertisements are going on, I put this thing up and just chat the crack for a bit while waiting on it to end up going ahead. So, yeah. I will say, it's interesting looking at today's versions of the Champions League and having the teams that have done phenomenally well. Like, it's quite... Like, to be fair, they were against young boys, so you'd expect it, but it's quite interesting to see Atalanta going 6-1 up against young boys. Soki! Pleasure to have you again. I'm doing well, and yourself? As you can see, we got raided by a monstrous crew here, and we're happy to have them. In fact, so monstrous they crashed the stream at one particular point in time. Thank you so much, and I will attempt to do so. And if you ever feel like coming in to watch it again yourself, I will happily entertain you and enjoy it with you. Thank you so much for coming in. It was a pleasure to have you. But how's your Tuesday night treating you anyway, Soki? Ooh, actually, that reminds me, I forgot to do something. God, I hate it. Sorry, I'm having microphone issues. Can you hear me now okay? Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, not too bad. If you're listening in the background, it's a pleasure. You can talk anytime you want to. But what say have you on yourself at the moment? How's it going for you? Are you far in on this current one, or you still doing the other one that you were at, or how's she cooking? It's hard to get people happy with the... Why are ye expecting a draw? How good are Burnley doing? 11th, so I suppose that makes sense. Not too bad, not too bad. It's hard to start with league, with a second division league or second league team, because like you've your bad training facilities and all that, and it makes it so hard to get actually good players up unless you get lucky. What was I looking for? I was looking for something. What am I looking for? Yeah. Hoping that one of your other players gets sold for something good. It was one of the things I had to contemplate with in this particular save there not too long ago as well. Because oh, can you do that? You can use trials in actual like professional games for your season, for your like you could trial someone for 3 weeks and use them like that, can you? Oh, I didn't know that. That's the first time I've seen this. The only reason why his value has gone up to 176 million quid is because I literally had offers coming from PSG for him for 176 million quid. I had no intentions of accepting them. I would have continued to drag them until they went to 200, and then I would have considered it. But Jesus, man, you. Okay, so let's think. It is now time to put Gomez on anyway. These two, I don't know what to do with them. I need them to have a good partnership, and hopefully performing together will eventually make the partnership go well. And we have time after this. Our next game isn't directly after. Yeah, it's a week later. So due to us having time for that, I think we bang our head against the wall and keep trying to get that to work. Due to all the injuries I have, I don't really have a good option here for Neves. So I think he just has to continue to play. It's more or less the same thing with Willems, Salvatore, and Marcos as well. We don't really have proper substitutes for them. I could swap Nicholas with Diaz, but Diaz has been performing okay in some of the elements that he's ended up doing there. So it's probably better to stick with him. Allison, anyway. Jason's young, too young, and like he's getting there. Like for the age that he is, his abilities is brilliant. Like what is he? I think he's only 16. Yeah, 16, and those are stats. Like he's brilliant, to be honest to him, but like he's not there yet. Okay. So I think we go with this and hope that bloody Burnley doesn't bloody kill us. Why are you... whatever, Allison. You've been playing it for a year. Why? Trafford has always been a pain in the arse for me to get by. Broja in every single save I've ever done has been a pestering pain in my arse. And Malacia, just interesting to see that he's here. Everyone seems to be in good spirits, which is good. So that means we should come out of the gate a wee bit more fiery than normal. I bloody hope they're not complacent, because, like, they should realise we're close to securing the Champions League position. Oh god, they've Anthony as well. They've the god of football, Anthony. Like, in real life, Armando Broja was always someone I found ridiculously interesting, because he always seemed to have the talent but lacked the cutting edge. But Chelsea seem to have a habit of finding strikers that have incredible amount of talent to get into the positions and just lack the killer edge. See, it's not even fair to use this as the example, but like in real life at the moment, the best example of that, and he doesn't even lack it, he just some days doesn't have it, is Darwin Núñez. Whereas some days Darwin Núñez is killer, he's better than fucking Haaland. But other days, like, you'd swear the man never played as a striker before. He's in all the right places, but you'd swear he's never hit a goal. Which is interesting. God, we're playing shite again. If it wasn't for Becker. God. Oh my god. Oh. If it had a rewind function, I swear I'd go into it. Like, what? That's the forward bouncing it off of the defender 3 times. Like, holy moly. God, if that was an own goal, I would have shouted. Diaz does nothing with it either. Ay. I wouldn't mind too. They should be 1-0 up. And more, considering the way they're playing. What was that, Marcos? What was that no one else was there to try and do anything? Like... Okay, I know it's Trafford, and Trafford's a very good goalkeeper, but, like, my God. What? It's just gonna be one of those days again. Another one of these games. It's getting a bit sickening having games where the strikers are just consistently performing bad. Like, it's actually starting to grind my gears a bit, how often it's happening that they don't perform. Like, their numbers don't showcase how often they've bad halves or bad performances. Like, Marcos has something like 21 goals this season. So, like, that's a very good striker. But at the same point in time, like, doing that type of shite, Willems should know better than taking a shot that far out. Oh my god. The other question needs to be asked, why you stood still? Like, move. Michael almost with the goal. The other thing is, I don't even know who to take off. I legit don't even know who to take off. Like, there should be someone there waiting to take the tail end of that save. I mean, Szoboszlai, Diaz, and I guess Salvatore, considering he's younger. Hope that this does something. Okay. Well, keeping Marcos on was the right move anyway, because there's no guarantee that Brian would have been able to do that on his own. But still, 1-0 is nothing. You need to get a bit of a buffer. 1-0 and 2-0 are nothing. You need more than that, because they say 2-0 is the most dangerous score in football because you end up losing your drive, your fire. And Szoboszlai. I like Szoboszlai. I really, really, really like Szoboszlai. But in this game, sometimes he's just stupidly slow. The time it takes him to compute to shoot the fucking ball. Like, and again, straight to Trafford. Like, we do not deserve a win out of this. Unlike other showcases of this. Other matches where we have deserved the win and just it's been grinding teats in order to get the victory. This is one where we actually don't deserve the win. For most of the game, Burnley have been on our arse. Well, no, I'm not going to say no to it. And you never say no to it. Like, you're happy to get... and then immediately they score. And Armando Broja with the assist, because of course. I might have bloody jinxed this. Did I? Oh, if Broja was any good. God, if Broja was any good. Fuck me. That is bonkers. I mean, I couldn't complain. I legit couldn't complain if they got the equalizer. Well, I could, and I would. But, you know. Interesting that they gave it to Gervinho. That won't last long, but again, nice to have third in our sights for the moment. Newcastle will end up taking it over. There's no way they're going to lose both of their games. And I am legit curious as to what the hell is happening with Arsenal. Chelsea, I understand it a bit, the final. But, like, the played structure of this is really odd. The fuck? Oh, Bristol Rovers, okay. I mean, what do you say to that? I don't think it matters that much. Yeah, I mean, he was brilliant out there. Kinda. Now, let's see what ends up happening with Leicester. Now, in an ideal world, where I have money, the team I want to go down alongside them is, in fact, Fulham. Because then you have the likes of Matt West here with a relegation clause of 43 million quid. A player who's worth way more than that. Way more than that. Like, he doesn't have the best stats, but he's English, and, you know, you need a couple of them. Robert Terrence, who, again, like, his stats yet to be realised. You can get him for 29 million. And then Marvin Henry, who on both wings is an incredible steal if you can get him, is 37 million. So we have to keep money aside in order to ensure that I can end up getting them in case they go down. Or some of them, anyway. One of them. Henry's probably the most important one to get if we can get him. He deserves it, so who cares? I mean, Fulham drawing with Leicester is actually a really good result for me. For what I want. So Chelsea have won the Carabao Cup. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, City would be considered one of the lower ones, but we fucking be up there as well, to be honest. We've done disasters in both of these. Trophies. Oh, well, I mean, to be fair, like, Nestor Silva, he's our boy. Oscar Ross isn't, but we'll scout him. If these guys stop being arses and actually sell him for what he's close to his value is. I'd give up on I'd give up on all three of the guys from Fulham if I could get him for anywhere close to his actual value. Yeah, I didn't think they haven't played yet. Yeah. Ugh, He will always annoy me. Because Manchester United managed to get him for 10 million quid. Like, he had options. He decided to let his release clause end up going out, so it's one of those situations of anyone could have gotten him. And just so happened he went to United. Yeah. I wonder how much they paid for him. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, just checking one or two things. Yeah, you're coming to them, yeah. I don't know when the next international break is, actually, in terms of this. But I'll worry about that when we get to it. Yeah, still going to be arses about it. Not really much you can do, just try to end up getting a good deal and wish and hope. It's not going to happen, but, you know. What can you really do when that happens? Okay, so we're in the FA Cup now. Newcastle after knocking out City. Crystal Palace been knocked out. Why are they using powers? Okay, fair enough. Chelsea still in it. Okay, well, that's probably the biggest surprise. Palace being knocked out, to be honest, in my opinion. Ooh, Hoyland being pulled aside for them is big. That's not good. I don't need any more injuries. Jesus. Gonzalez, yeah, it's probably the right thing to end up doing. McAllister's back, so maybe him. Anyway, we'll look more into the lineup after the advertisement. We'll do the pre-match press conference and then go over towards the tactical screen before we end up having the match against Leicester. Interesting. All seems to be grand. That is still working, so that's good. And that's working as well, so that's good. And there we go. So we're back now. So we can go into this pre-match interview and see how things end up going. I mean, of course, we want to end up having a good win. Don't comment on their form. you'd think that he would. It's very good. He's good. Okay, fair enough. So just a waste of time, basically. I don't get why Gomez isn't performing good, but whatever. We'll worry about that later on. Like, if the worst performance is one person at 6.45, then I don't mind. If there's multiple people down, then it's a worry, you know. 7.3, I think, being the threshold or something like that. Oh, we're finally going to see an Arsenal game. Not too bad. And Newcastle as well. Newcastle have Everton, to be fair to the chancy bastards, have actually been scoring quite a bit. Their striker, Beto, has been doing fairly well. I mean, it's insanely unlikely, but we are only 10 points off of City. Like, there's 10 games left. If you were to win all of them, is it possible they'll lose 4? I doubt it, but we'll see. And then Arsenal end up taking the first of their many, many wins. Yeah, fucking figured. Get no love lost with Arsenal, unfortunately. So, Jorginho there. Do we keep Diaz there? I think we do, to be honest. McAllister's not back yet. So, we'll put Szoboszlai on. João. Same thing. Same thing. However, we will swap Gomez with Van der Sar. And that's it for now, I think. So we have a strong defensive unit. They should end up connecting well with each other. Salvatore should be grand. Okay, so let's see how this ends up going. Wish us luck. They're pretty much bottom of the table, so we should end up winning with relative ease. But as has been showcased in the last couple of games, sometimes you never know. Sometimes it isn't relative. And one of my former players from my Palace days is here as well, because of course they're always everywhere to bloody haunt me. That would be him. We got him for an okay deal from when we were with Palace, and we'll see how it ends up going. Now, Terem Moffi was grand with United when United had him, but he hasn't been great since then. So we'll see how things end up going. We should have Leicester. Not if we make stupid mistakes like that, we don't. God, Szoboszlai has some power under that kick. It would just be wonderful if he was actually able to score with it. It's actually kind of fascinating how bad Szoboszlai can be sometimes. How bad all of them can be sometimes, to be honest. Just rocketing directly onto the goalkeeper doesn't help either. Even if you're doing it with a header, like... Becker's gonna, yep. Even if it's set to goalkeeper never distributed like that, they'll still do it. Oh, Eugenio. I mean, we've been living in their bloody box. This is bonkers. And our XG is still shite. So that's a showcase of how bad this has been. My God. Wouldn't shock me a goddamn bit if they ended up scoring off of that. Interesting. But surely, like with what we have here and how dominant we're being, surely something is coming now. Can we get something before halftime? No, not if Salvatore headers the ball like that. Holy moly. I know it's the angle, and that's one of the reasons why the corners look so much worse than they actually are. But, like, God damn it. What the hell happened there? God, this goalkeeper's having the game of his life. What was that, Marcos? Like, this goalkeeper really is having the game of his life. At 31 years of age. Can we keep up this intensity and potentially get a goal? I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, but we'll see. What happened there? Oh, yeah. I almost lost my head there for a second. How the fuck, with them having 4 shots and 1 on target, is their XG higher than ours? I mean, it just takes me whining like a consistent bitch in order to eventually get the goal, apparently. Oh, when Marcos is on ball, Marcos is on ball, but, like, still, like... Like, that type of crap there, that, like, any other goalkeeper, that'd probably be a goal. And Eugenio directly at the bloody feet of the defender. Like, he is really having the game of his life, this goalkeeper. Like, holy moly. Like, this is an Adrian and Anna Champions League final performance right here. Where it's a good enough performance where legitimately, even though they're going to end up losing, people should consider signing this man for the performances he's giving in this game. It is bonkers how many shots he's defended so far. This might be where the veil starts to crack. Or where my incompetence is showing up. It's hard to know which. So Diaz is hurt Interesting. Well, you're not staying on. I'm not taking the risk on you. We'll keep Marcos on and put you there. Sabozlai shouldn't be swapped, to be honest. So we'll just do this for now. And if we have 2 more changes, so we might use them later. Still, not a bad performance by us. A lot of teething issues in it. We should be killing the bed. The bed should be killing the game a lot quicker. Like, we've had 22 shots, 14 on target. The fact that we have 2 goals is frankly disgusting, to be honest. No, I mean, yes, the goalkeeper's been having the performance of his fucking life. And maybe it's a situation of the likes of Anderson just hasn't kicked into the Premier League yet. But, like, it just made a load of players look mediocre. And some look like actual useful parts. Eugenio, nice. If anyone deserved that, it was Eugenio, if it sticks. Yep. So let's see how this ended up happening, because that's a surprising goal, that. Sabozlai to Eugenio. Oh, underneath the leg. Archku, thank you so much for the follow. How's your day treating you? Is life going well? You know, the pronunciation at the end of your name almost made me instinctively, due to the amount of anime I watch, call you Archcoon. So if you ever do comment, or you ever do end up sticking around in everything, just know that you might eventually end up being called Archcoon more than anything else. And if that's a problem, I shall try to rectify it. I will fail, but I shall try. Anyway, for this one, that was a good performance. Well, it's hard to know whether or not it was a good performance as well. Because, like, yeah, the tail of the story is we won 4-0. But it was 28 shots and 17 on target, with an XG of 4.79. Realistically, that should be 6-7-0. That goalkeeper just had the performance of his life. It's a shame he's not younger. Okay, so Palace bet Fulham, which again, beautiful. This is the type of result I like to see. Tottenham bet, I don't care. Newcastle won. Ugh. There was more chances than shots for you. But at least you're in good spirits for now. Five in a row, which is a nice little streak of wins. No comment. Yeah, he knows he needs to do better, and he does need to do better. It is slightly annoying that Salvatore's not... Oh, bollocks, it's Palace next. Oh, I hate this game. I hate the Palace match because Palace typically wallop me. Because they're my former team, of course they wallop me. But we'll see how we end up doing. But it is a team we go full hog against because I can't take a risk with this Palace team. We're doing well in the under-21s and the under-18s as well, which is a nice little surprise because I don't actually give a rat's about it. But it's still nice to see it. Actually, there is something we should add to the training. If we do it here, which is team bonding, and here, which is team bonding, it won't let me get community outreach, so. So we need to get the cohesion up and the actual teamwork up, and hopefully this will make them more happy. A lot of crap there. $114 million. Would you get him for $114 million? I mean, I don't have it to even try, but like, it's an interesting thought. But yeah, sometimes have some yeah. I don't have the entirety of the thing set up. It was one of the things I made the mistake on when I set up this particular save. It was meant to have had everything set up and be a big bad boom save, but unfortunately certain things just didn't copy over right. I mean, you're not a bad one, but for the 100 million it cost, you're not worth it. You and the other, I don't know what to think about single specialist players, because you're only in one role. You don't play anywhere else, but you're good in the role that you're in. Are you worth it? Probably not. It's hard to know whether or not it's worth. Well, I say that. But it's hard to know whether or not it's worth spending 100 million on someone like that. You keep showing up. Fucking why? Something about the way that being the international manager while being the manager is just sometimes it just is really annoying. Arsenal should be making up some of their games now. Ooh, oh no, that's not good. Hopefully that doesn't make them actually improve straight away, and the mediocrity of Tony Khan ends up showcasing. I'm a wrestling fan, that's why I find that funny. But yeah, no, yeah. I am so happy. So happy ye arseholes are almost guaranteed to get relegated for hiring that schmuck. Absolute schmuck. I have zero time for Gareth Southgate. Having that England team, and by the way, I realize this is a simulation. Nobody gives a shit. But like that man with that team, how like a bloody monkey could make that England team perform better than he did. Well, I mean, we'll actually find out, I suppose, when Thomas Tuchel actually gets running a bit. But I don't know. Seems like like I know people are saying this is the golden generation of looking like it could be a golden generation for England, and I think it does. Like England looks bonkers at the moment, in my opinion. You just need to get the players working together. 23. Maybe later. Worry about it. He doesn't seem to have an agent. I will worry about him later on. Might try again if I can get a good enough deal and can sell a couple of players, because unfortunately the sad thing about the squad is the squad still isn't ready. I still need to sell a couple of players. Like ideally I need to sell Diaz. Unfortunately I'm going to need to sell Szoboszlai. I'm going to need to sell Vega. I will end up selling Nicolas Gonzalez, but that's why I signed him. I will end up selling Mikel as well, but that's why I signed him. I signed him to sell him. It's just a happy coincidence that he's actually been okay to play. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to need to sell both Trent and Gomez because they're just too old. I'll keep one of them. And unfortunately, it's probably going to be Gomez because Gomez has more tactical usages. But we'll see. Interesting. So our next important date is Palace. Then Leeds. Then it's the international break. Well, Marcos does deserve to be there. Like, he scored 5 goals. Which begs the question. Actually, his average rating was 7.83 with 3 appearances and 4 goals. 7.6 with 5 goals. I kind of don't know how I won that, but fair enough. I won all mine as well, so... whatever. I'm not going to argue it. It's a waste of breath to argue that. Yeah, watch close, so I'll, considering he's playing in the wrong position, watch close to ensure that he's not later on. Just for yourselves too, guys. Down in my panels, I have a suggestion box down there. If you have any recommendations, be it my manner of speech, be it the layout from which I've set up, be it even the topics. If you have any suggestions that you think could improve things, you can put them down there. You can send me a DM either. You could, whatever you feel yourself. I'm always up to improve. So yeah, and I hope those of you that have remained from B Richie's raid have enjoyed it so far. And God bless you for listening to my incessant chatter. Anywho. Yeah, I don't care about Chelsea and United. We're 5 on the bounce. Where are you? Alvarez, huh? Interesting. Oy. Yeah, I lost the last time. Well, I mean, that's why I bought him. So that he would be. I no comment on any other ones. I have no comments on any other managers. So what's the fucking point? Oh, bollocks. Lee, I was going to miss the international break. That's actually really bad for our Portugal chances. So, just for yourselves too, I need to take a fairly quick relievement break. The ads are about to come up anyways now, so I'll leave you at it and I'll be back as soon as I can.
Just don't let it go. I started the fight, but now I'm losing. So will I fall again? I'm scared of heights, yet it was me who ran Oh, I can't forget myself. The peace that I'm missing, it kills me inside. I need help, oh please give me back this one pub, this one food. I'm sorry I lost it. No, I let my weapons fall. I'm drowning in the fears, and now I know that I will fall again and let it go, but I can't stop to run away.
Salutations, my beautiful people. I have returned. And this time, I've become a turkey. I will never not get tired of using that Dustin the Turkey image. I'll get tired of losing it, but I'll never get tired of using it. So we got some good news here. So Arsenal have managed to crap the bed a bit and lost to Burnley. And that keeps our perspectives of top four better. We just hope now that they do that again and again and again. Need them to do it 2 more times. That's the hope, anyway. It would be perfect if they did. Okay. Whew. Everyone expects it to be a draw. That's actually a tiny bit annoying. Ooh, for yourselves as well. Well, actually, better check and see that it is actually still working. Yeah, seems to be still working. So, again, a lot of work needs to be done on this if anyone wants to end up going to it. And I need to be more interactive on it myself. But that's my Discord there if any you want to look into it and see. I'm going to try and be as active on it as I can and make it a wee bit better, but we'll see. And my mediocrity there will make me feel better about my inevitable mediocrity in this. Okay, what do you recommend? Really? Okay. I could understand why you'd want to give Zhao the break. If I'm honest. I don't really understand the Diaz suggestion. Yeah, you're still Sky Betting Championship, unfortunately. Shit. Mike Barry technically is the one that we're developing to take the place for Zhao, but not in this game. As for Marcus, what are we doing with Marcus Kuhn, considering we went for the complete forward role? Okay, so he's the same as Salvatore. I mean, Eugenio is the only difference. We'd be going with Willems instead. It's a showcase of a significantly weaker squad. Like, just give him the fucking deal. Carlos is another one we need to sell. But this should be a good enough squad now. Where's Mikkel? Oh yeah, I don't like putting players into the squad that are still in fitness state. too much of a chance of them getting injured. So, we'll go with this, and hopefully, this will be good enough. Now, the first good thing, and potentially only good thing, but the first good thing about this is the fact that everyone is in a okay mood, with Dominic Szoboszlai being in a great mood. And Marcos being roused. Interesting. God, I hope Vanderson actually plays well. So now for the team talk, which could be an entirely different kettle of fish. Although we're back to excellent in terms of our form. So that's good. The team they're playing there is slightly surprising. And there's a very good left back. It appears they have Savinho's playing there. That makes sense. Joshua Moore is just astonishingly good. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. Everyone but Silva's in a good mood, so hopefully this will put Silva in a good mood. Good. So we have everyone in a good mood. That's brilliant. Hard work, yeah. Of course it is. Yeah, well, he's fantastic. Okay. Oh shit, this is in Palace Stadium too. Okay. Okay. With Wilfred still up front. Jamie on the bench. Hamas there. We'll see how this goes. Now, Franco Mastantino would be the perfect replacement for Szoboszlai if we needed to sell Szoboszlai. To be brute. Shit. That's infuriating because it's like a knife through butter. And it's this fucking team again. My old team is going to end up beating me again. And of course, it's the two players that didn't particularly like me either. Szoboszlai, oh. How did you mess that up, Szoboszlai? What the fuck was that? What the actual fuck was that? That's on Allison. That's 100% on Allison. I don't care that that's been put down as an own goal. That's 100% on Allison. Oh my god. Injuries are starting to get the better of us now. Lopez is too good of a goalkeeper. We're not going to get a stupid mistake from Lopez. But we're also not going to get a goal from these fucking idiots shooting wrong. We've had basically open goals twice now and we didn't end up shooting at it. a goal that Sabozlai should have had. Or not Sabozlai, Marcos. Marcos should have had. That count? Okay. We still need more, but that's good. It's a good start. Chihino and Marcos. There we go. That should count. Everything seemed onside. Yep. 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 Beautiful. 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 It's a shame that we're probably going to have to take Chihino on. He's been our best player on the pitch. Do you take him off now? Thigh injury. I think you do, because you don't want to risk things getting worse. But I also don't think it's the only thing you do. So I think we go... Marcus Cunha here. Send Salvatore down here and hope to fuck he doesn't get a red. Change you with Mike Barry. Change Silva with Luca. I mean, the other options, we can move Gonzalez over. And we could play Justin. Or we could chance around with Brian. Move Kune up there and put Brian up front. I think we will do that just in case. I don't want to risk the yellow card. I don't want to risk the yellow card. It's a lot. It's a big risk. It's a big risk. But I think it's the right one to do. Making these 4 changes might be daft. It might be stupid making these 4 changes. But I think it's the right thing to do. The risk of the red card isn't worth it. Nico almost. Oh, no. That's going to count. There's no way that's... Oh my god, how is he offside? Legit, how? Okay, he's far offside. Well, that's good. A bigger question is how he let himself be offside, but never mind. If he is offside, he is offside. Oh. Need to get a proper bottle for that. Oh my god, Marcos, you beautiful little bastard. And that's not even the position you were meant to be in. We might need to change your positioning. No, I think that's what we do instead, because we don't have additional variants of that. We only have Marcos Alonso at the moment, or Leandro. Yeah, we have 2 Marcoses. Imagine if Mike Barry scored. That would have been beautiful if Mike had scored. Oh, come on, keep up the fucking ball, Carlos. Like, I know you're tired, but don't lose the ball, because Mastantino will score if you let him. fact that Venderson has gone to the other side of the pitch because what a shot! Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't actually care, but like what a wallop. Like it is offside, but like what a fucking wallop. Mike! Jesus, you can't be giving up the ball to Mastantino. Because Mastantino is phenomenal. He's brilliant at all of that crap. He's brilliant at set pieces and the whole lot. Like, he was the secret weapon that I had for Palace. Like, he was monstrously good. He was well better than his stats. Becker, don't fuck it up. Becker, don't fuck it up. Squeaky bum time now. Yeah. I fucking doubt that that's... Yeah, I was going to say. You kept him on side, you dopey bollocks, you. Vanderson, you dopey bollocks, you kept him on side. Oh, shut the fuck up. And supposedly with a shite free kick. Come on, score. Nah. I mean, a draw is not a bad result. Well, it is, because Wilford shouldn't have fucking scored it, but like... The sad thing about that is that could put our top 4 ambitions into the mud. Especially that we have 3 injuries coming out of this game. Oh, bang on the table for VAR, we always do. Might as well be consistent. We should beat Leeds. That's starting to get annoying how many injuries we have, but still, we should beat Leeds with not relative ease, but we should beat Leeds. Yeah, bunch of nonsense. Nonsense. Anywho, when the hell are Arsenal going to get those 4 games? Because, like, at this point, I'm not even anticipating it. I know for a fact they're going to end up taking my bloody spot. Pricks. But it's just a matter of when they do it. Not if, when. God, I hate seeing him score. Because he should have been mine. Well, it's good that Nestor's doing well. In fact, 14-6 isn't well. 14-6 is goddamn amazing, but never mind that. Brian needs to get out on loan. He just hasn't been performing to the efficiency that he needs to, too. Um. Ooh, Arsenal versus Chelsea. Chelsea, can you do us a solid? Can you do us a solid and beat the pricks? Chelsea, you're a bunch of schmucks. You're a bunch of smucks. Did you at least give them a fight? Jeez Louise. Did you at least give them a fight? Why did I even ask? God, if they ask about the Champs again, I'm going to turn around and say he deserves to be sacked. Jesus. What an unbelievable ass whooping. Probably still hear the babies singing now. Was that big of an ass whooping? Yeah, no comment. We do need to get some of our players back from injury. It'll help when we get them back, so that's something at least. I mean, it doesn't help at the moment, but like, it's something. You're being given game time. Why the fuck aren't you performing? I don't get that. I don't get. My apologies. That was unbearably rude. I don't get why. Nothing what I was about to say made no sense. So ignore my dopey ass. So another couple of seconds and then we can continue on. Okay, coolio. Let's continue on. Okay, Atletico Madrid as opposed to Tottenham, Benfica instead of Eintracht Frankfurt, Dortmund instead of Leipzig, PSG instead of Inter, Real Madrid, Castle. Okay. So we have only one English team left in the Champions League. Yeah, and the previous holders are out. Interessante. I'll say Paris Saint-Germain have won it. Finally won it. I mean, every time I ask, he says no, but I was well do it again. Although I didn't know you could just swap your allegiances like that. I don't know if that's a this game thing or if that's a thing you can actually do in real life. Just swap your allegiances like that. I don't think you can once you've played the game, but like, I don't care. Oh, you bastards! You bastards had Newcastle! Oh, that's infuriating. You bastards had Newcastle and still managed to get a win. That's actually infuriating. In something else. Okay, fine. I'm guessing it was the FA Cup. I'm guessing it was the FA Cup. Yes, thank you. I didn't click that. Yes, okay, fine. So that answers that. In that case, I don't care. I think my luck for the top 4 might unfortunately run out. I don't think, based on what's being shown there, I'm going to end up getting it. No. With 23 days, he's going to be on international break, so it won't matter. Yeah. FA. Yeah. Because screw it. It benefits me more to have FA than Gabry there, unfortunately. Gabby is just, he hasn't been performing good enough. Although with that being said, it doesn't matter anyway, because Brian is injured. So let's go into this match now. Again, this is a fairly strong team, so I shouldn't have, in theory, I shouldn't have any issues against these lads. Coolio. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, he hasn't been, but we'll worry about that later on. Job? When did they get Joe Bellingham? Oh. Oh, fair enough, I suppose. I loved them when I had him. I have a soft spot for Joe Bellingham. God, Salvatore, you really are shite. God, I feel a wee bit sorry for Vanderson as well, because like he's not a bad player. He just hasn't been playing good enough for the role that he needs to play. Now, to be fair to the poor bastard, he's not the only one. There have been a number of people in this squad that just haven't been playing their roles as good as they should. We're just not doing good enough. Having 6 shots and 1 on target is atrocious. It's abominable. It's disgraceful. Should end up taking out the thesaurus and ended up picking up every superlative I can find. Oh. Well, very rare that the mistakes end up happening, but when they do, at least Marcos has the forewithal in order to bloody consequence them for it. Like, that's an atrocious mistake from Alex. Like, atrocious mistake from their defender. Another fucking injury. Oh my god. You can last a wee bit longer, Nico. Salvatore. God, Salvatore is insufferable. Fucking dickhead needs to score. Maybe, just maybe. Oh, he has no fucking ability for this, but just fucking maybe. Doing this might help him. Oh, he didn't give it. Okay, never mind. Oh, this has not been a good enough performance. Ay, ay, ay. At least Salvatore got the ball. The luck of that. The absolute luck of that. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't really care. A goal is a goal is a goal. But still, the fucking luck of that. First 3 subs. Let's see how they do. Lexi McAllister's first time on the pitch in quite some time, so it should be interesting. Move Diaz over to the right because we don't have an alternative form at the moment, and Justin is exclusively left. Good for you, Marcus. Oh, like, Leandro is some fucking player when he actually gets ticking. If he doesn't get ticking, like, whoo! But like when he gets ticking, he's a fucking monster. All the fucking players on that squad to score is one of my old players. That's astonishing. Absolutely astonishing. Anyway, good performance first. So it's nice to see. So, yeah. I mean, at this point, there's no point making any subs because I stopped paying attention there for a second and they ended up coming true. But like the two subs that I did make have done okay. And I mean, we won, so who cares? But like, Marcos got his hat-trick, so that's good. MGM HD20, how are you doing, my my good friend? I love that emote, by the way. I'm not too bad now, to be honest. Just kept going, streaming for a small bit. We'll end up enjoying the night, enjoying the crack. Now gone into Wednesday, which is my first official day of no work for the month of December because I'm on annual leave for the month. So, you know, yay! So plenty more streaming coming up of all different disciplines. That's a large fine. Not too bad, not too bad. But what I was checking for is because nice. I'm going to be finishing up now myself, and the people that are here I'm going to end up sending over if they're all okay for it. So I'm just going to finish this particular bit, and I'm going to send them straight over. If everyone is okay with that. But thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. And Bossy rated me before, so it's a pleasure to end up giving it to him. But if during the next week, if you have any content yourself that you feel like you want to end up soon, I'll be doing FM and a couple of other bits and bobs if you want to end up doing it as well. I'm getting closer to it, thankfully. Anyways, with that being said, everyone, it was a pleasure for having you today. If he ends up coming on again, I'll have to thank B. Richie for the raid. And for all of you that managed to stay on, I appreciate it more than I can end up stating. Ye managed to break the stream at one particular point in time, and we've all talked fairly well. But as MGM H20 has kind of spoilt a bit, I'm going to send you over to a good man who's raided me before. Good FM streamer as well. So I'm going to send you over to Bossy. So if any of you are up for it, try to do so. But I thank you so much for the night that it was today. So... Thank you so much. I appreciate that more than you know. Just so you know for yourself before we head off, you're the first person ever to do that, MGM H20. So I'm going to need to write that down and keep you as a special place in my heart. I appreciate that more than you know. So cheers, my good man, and off we go off to Boss 20.